I should stop talking. I should just show you guys what's in the box. It's in silence because apparently I have no idea what's going on. Today's video is brought to you by Casetify. Stick around to get 15% off your order. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day. So you guys, today we're going to be doing a box that I guess I ordered at some point. Wow, who would have thunk? Me order a box and then like, forget that the box existed? Never. It's never been seen before here on the channel. The other day as I was digging through this just mountain of subscription boxes here next to me, I came across a box. A box that I don't remember ever seeing before. I'm assuming at some point my eyes have beheld it, but I didn't remember at that time. It didn't look like a subscription box. It didn't look like anything I'd ordered from Amazon, so I was quite curious what was inside this little box. And then I saw on the outside it said Beauty Bay, and I was like, oh, that's something I've heard of before, and yet I still could not remember what the heck I ordered from Beauty Bay. Curiosity definitely got the best on me for this one. Typically, I can leave a box sitting unopened for years, as we all know. This one, I had no earthly idea what could be inside of this box, so I popped it open. On the little lid here, it says, "You've been expecting me, have I?" And then, thank heavens, right on top, the little packing slip here says, "Buy Beauty Bay Mystery Box Ultimate." Yeah, definitely an ultimate mystery box. So mysterious that I didn't even know what it was. Did it tell me when I ordered it? Order date 16/08/2022. I ordered this in August? That's not that long ago to have fully forgotten about it like that. That's slightly concerning. Between August 16th and today, which is the first day of October, I have fully forgotten that this existed. But it gives us something to open today, a very mysterious thing to open today. So I am excited to get on into here and finally solve the mystery of what is in this very random box. Oh, Disney and a big B. Let's go ahead and pull out this Disney item first. This looks kind of fun. Ooh, this does actually look kind of fun. So this is the Disney Color Collection mini palette trio. That does seem actually pretty exciting. It looks like this might be some type of collaboration with Beauty Bay. Oh, fun. Okay, so in here we have Alice in Wonderland, Dumbo, and The Jungle Book. And it tells us what years they came out. They have what appears to be dates next to them, but I feel like, are these right? Dumbo 1941? Dumbo release date. Holy guacamole, it came out October 23rd, 1950. I'm so Dumbo-founded. Oh, that was bad. I'm so dumbfounded by that release date that I couldn't even say it. October 23rd, 1941. Why is that so shocking to me? Dumbo's 80 years old? Oh, how cute! They look like little books. That's absolutely adorable. I love how they're stacked in there. Right, so we have Alice in Wonderland, which apparently came out in 1951. I don't know why time just doesn't seem real to me anymore, I guess. I don't know. The front of the packaging has the Cheshire Cat. That's so cool! Okay, I'm about to make myself look real silly here for a moment, so just bear with me. Okay, I typically don't get like this excited over eyeshadow palettes anymore. I feel like, you know, we've seen a lot of eyeshadow palettes here in our day. But this is just really interesting. So from looking at the back here, what it looks like is that they've actually taken real colors, like exact colors from the movie and turned them into eyeshadow. So we have like the Cheshire Cat stripe, and then it gives us like some, I don't know, coordinates. Okay, so this is actually in fact absolutely not what is happening. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut out the most embarrassing parts where I get really excited about something I totally just made up in my head. So we have the Cheshire Cat face, Cheshire Cat stripe, this is the Cheshire Cat fur, and the Cheshire Cat tree, his teeth, a very specific random color, and then his eyes. Wait, his eyes aren't blue. Did I get that backwards? I don't know, but it's all like the Cheshire Cat, the colors of the Cheshire Cat. That's so cool. Watch me be entirely wrong about this, and they're just like random colors that kind of look like they came from the movie, and I'm over here like, man, if you look exactly at this exact timestamp or this exact color that the animator used, it'll be the exact pigment. That is actually exactly what is happening. So we have the Dumbo sky, Dumbo ruffle, Dumbo hat, Dumbo skin, ears, and eyes. And then last but not least, we have the Jungle Book 1967. So in this one, we have Baloo fur, Jungle tree trunk, Jungle sky, Jungle leaves, Jungle trees, and Bagheera fur. Oh, did I just create like an entire make-believe thing in my head, like where the things corresponded to like a particular thing from the movie just because I thought that would be cool? I think I made that up. I think I totally made that up. It's been a long day, folks. Looking closer now at these very special numbers and letters that I've been so excited about, they just say JB 1967-001. So I think Jungle Book 1967, probably color 1. Dang, I feel dumb. Dang it! I'm disappointed that they aren't actually colors from the movies, but I'm also disappointed in myself because I just totally made that up in my head and ran with it. Still pretty cute though, I guess. Before we move on, here's a word from today's sponsor. I am so excited to share today's sponsor, Casetify, with you guys. I am so used to having the same boring phone case for my phone. Like, look at this thing. But now with Casetify, I can get fun, customizable phone cases that provide serious protection. Casetify cases protect from up to an 11.5-foot drop. They are 5 times the military standard and have been drop tested 130 times to ensure durability and ultimate protection. Even though they provide fantastic protection, they aren't bulky and brick-like. They're slim and sleek and can easily slide into your back pocket. And the most fun part is that you can choose from a ton of prints and they have customization options. Like, aren't these so cute? I'm so excited about these. This little pink and red swirl one looks so retro and fun. I love these cute little gummy bears and I'm so glad I picked the clear blue background for them. I think it makes them really pop. This groovy sticker case is totally out of the norm for a case I would normally pick, but it actually does make me happy to look at. And I love that I was able to pick an iridescent background for it. And then finally, I have this fully customized flow case with my name on it. Look how fun that is. And Casetify cases are not only super cute and durable, they're also sustainable. Right here on the side of the case, it tells me what percentage of the case is made up of recycled materials. The iPhone 14 Impact series is made up from 65% recycled and plant-based material, and it's also partially made of upcycled cell phone cases. Casetify also offers accessories to advance your tech, such as this camera lens protector, screen protector, and phone strap with card. So if you would like some super cute, durable, and sustainable phone cases, you can use my link casetify.com/AlexRyan for 15% off your order. Alright, the next item we have in here is the Jade Gouache, and I think it's one of those, yeah, it's one of those little like face-shaping stones. I'm assuming this isn't real jade, right? Like, real jade's expensive. I don't know anything. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to nothing I say. I don't know nothing. I'm just assuming things this entire video. I'm just thinking that this probably is not real jade. You know, the only jade I think I've ever seen has been like in museums. So it could be though. Who knows? So I just have a little gua sha here. You rub it across your face. It's supposed to like drain your lymph nodes and things and help you to like sculpt your face. I don't know why I smelled it. Made from 100% jade stone and naturally sourced. Like, I should stop talking. I should just show you guys what's in the box. It's in silence because apparently I have no idea what's going on. I just thought jade was incredibly expensive. I don't know. Beginning from just $5 a carat, it can occasionally reach up to $3 million per carat. That's quite a range. The price per gram ranges from $25 to $5,000. The more you know. Okay, the next item we have in here, I guess everything is going to be from Beauty Bay. Like I said, this is a mystery. I have no idea what's inside of this box. So the next thing we have is a 16 color palette. Ooh, I got mine in the shade of Fiery, which is pretty exciting. I do like a nice warm tone shadow. Ooh, these are beautiful. And for the first day of October, these are absolutely so fitting. That's gorgeous. That looks like a beautiful, crispy fall tree, does it not? There's a combination of mattes and shimmers in here. I'm loving all of these rust tones. I think these are really, really beautiful. There is a fair chance that I already like own most of these shades, but still seeing it together all nicely laid out in this palette, like, I think it's real pretty, so that's nice. Oh, it looks like we have another thing from the Disney collection. I'm gonna just go ahead and assume that these aren't. I'm gonna try not to make any just random unsubstantiated claims about anything. So we have a shadow stick trio here. It looks like we have Dumbo and Alice in Wonderland. Here we have all of the shades. Again, maybe not colors that I would standardly gravitate towards. I think you could do some really pretty things with these shades, like that light blue could be a beautiful look. Out of all of these, I think the only one that I could potentially see myself getting use out of would be this like pink stick. But at least there's some nice fun colors that aren't the exact colors or nothing like that from the movies themselves. Is that a business yet? Can I make that a business? Next up, we have a random assortment of little black boxes. Oh, it's a brush. Oh, this will be useful. I do need this actually. The next thing we have here is just a nice little like blender brush, and the good thing about this is that it's clean. It's clean, whereas none of my other brushes are that. So it's nice to have a very fresh, clean brush. I might use this, like put this to the side to use for like wedding makeup or something, because I want my brushes to be impeccably clean so that I don't get shadows and stuff blended together. So yeah, it's nice to have a very clean brush. You know, I also could, I guess, like wash all my other brushes, but this one's like brand new and fresh. Next up here for the second little black box, I can't read a word of that. Rayon eyeliner. I feel like I have to be very conscious of the conscious of the way that I say crayon. This is in the shade Vanilla. Oh, and it is very vanilla looking. I feel like this would probably be good for like inside your waterline to open your eyes up a little bit. I kind of wanted her to go ahead and see how this looks. Ow. It's definitely not like super creamy and smooth. I kind of jabbed my eye there a little bit at the beginning, but now it's starting to warm up a bit. This might be like a two-handed job. There we go. Okay, so we're starting to get a little bit of pigment off now. Ooh. Why is that kind of spooky? There's something about having that really bright line there that I'm not used to. It's kind of creeping me out a little bit. Okay, I'm thinking on this side, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it or not. I'm thinking I went just a little bit too hard with it, a little bit too much pigment. It's just like very white. This side is a little bit softer and it doesn't look so shocking in like a creepy way. This side over here just kind of opens up the eye a little bit, whereas this side is kind of like, look at my white line. All right, and the third and final little black box we have here, ooh, it's an eyeliner trio. I actually can't tell what that last one is. So we have another vanilla, and then we have a coffee, and then we just have lines. I have no idea what that says. Oh, it's a black line. Ink. Maybe it says ink. Okay. And then we have coffee, which looks like a very, very deep brown. And then finally we have another vanilla. So yeah, that's a nice little trio of very neutral looking eyeshadows. I do like that they are smudge proof. That's really nice. Oh, there's a couple of big things left inside of this box. Let's go for this little guy. Next, we have a peeling solutions, glycolic acid and salicylic acid drops. This is for exfoliating and removing excess oils. So that sounds really nice. I don't really have too much of like an oily skin issue, with the exception of just like right here around my nose and sometimes like right between my eyebrows. 30% AHA? Does it literally peel your skin off? That seems like a lot of percentage. I don't think I've ever seen anything. Is that a bunch? Use in the evening, no more than twice per week. I would say not. Yeah, I would say don't use that too much. Don't apply it on wet skin. Do you guys know what the reason might be that you can't put this on wet skin? Like, does it react strangely or something with the water? Ooh, it looks like blood. That's something else. Why is it that color? This is a very intimidating little face product to me. I don't know how I feel about that color. 30%. Advised for professional use only? I feel like anybody who regularly watches this channel probably just knows that I shouldn't use a product that is like advised for professionals only. And that, you know, you can only use for 1 month and then take a break for 3 months. What is in here? Why is it red? All right. Oh, we have another little black box that I missed down here. The next thing we have is, oh, a brow fixer fiber gel for thicker, fuller, more defined brows. Apparently there are tiny microfibers in here that are supposed to make your brows look more fluffy. I don't know if it has like a color to it. That's interesting. Okay, so this doesn't have a color to it. It's a clear gel with tiny little fibers in it. So I don't really know like how it's supposed to make your brows look fluffier if they're clear, tiny little fibers. Is that, do you put this on and then like put color on top of it and the color is supposed to cling to the clear fibers? It says this gel formula contains tiny microfibers that adhere to the skin and hairs for natural looking, long lasting finish. Very natural looking, I would say, since they're see-through. If this was tinted or something, that would make full sense to me. You know, you use fibers inside of like mascara to give you more fuller looking lashes, inside of brow products, different things like that. But since they're clear, I don't really know what they're accomplishing with that. The last two things in here are fairly large. This one has a little keyhole on it, which looks fun. Oh, it's another palette. Wow. Oh, Nikki Tutorials. This should be interesting. I had no idea that she came out with a collaboration with this Beauty Bay. Ooh, fun. Yeah, okay. So this is a little bit like my personality, I think. Like I like the spooky stuff, okay? Like I had my phase in high school that has continued on into my adulthood. I'm seeing My Chemical Romance in Vegas in like a couple of days. Hopefully. The tickets still haven't gotten to us through Ticketmaster. But hopefully I'll be seeing My Chemical Romance. But then on the other side, it's all like cute and stuff. And this side is like my affinity for cute things, you know, like squirrels and penguins and red pandas, goats. Well, okay, not exactly what I was expecting or kind of hoping for. I thought this was gonna be like a split palette on the inside, but it's not really. So it's interesting. I guess they're kind of saying that like it goes from lighter and just kind of fades over here to darker. These are still fairly bold, bright pigments to me. I guess I was picturing more of like, well, you know, like this is a graveyard with some like spooky things in it. So I was picturing a little bit more of that over here. But I mean, it's a cute palette. It's an interesting concept. I don't really know how well like all the shades go together. They're kind of an interesting selection of shades with an interesting layout. Just the outside to me is a lot more intriguing than the inside, and I feel like it doesn't really match the outside like I thought it would. But I mean, it's a full-size palette. That is pretty cool. I don't know how much I spent on this box. Does that tell me on that little slip? No. I have no idea if this was really expensive or not. So it is nice that we're seeing some palettes in here, some larger items, since I don't know if this is an expensive box or not. But this just might not be, it just wasn't what I was anticipating. It could be a fantastic palette. I don't know. And then finally, the last thing we have in here is another box. Looks like we have another Disney thing. Oh, it's a mirror. That's fun. fun. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna be something Alice in Wonderland related, the Mad Hatter related. Oh, okay, well, that's also not exactly what I was expecting. I mean, like, it's a you know, a nice mirror, but I was maybe hoping for something like the shape of the Mad Hatter's hat, or like a teacup, or even that like little card that's in his hat or something, that on the back. It just says that on the back, and it's a fairly plain, simple looking handheld mirror. I mean, it is nice to have a handheld mirror because I bring up this big honkin' thing when I want to hold something in my hands and look at it. So this is a little bit more like small and not so large. Oh, my lipstick's coming off. But yeah, it's nice. It's a mirror and it works as a mirror. I'm just a little bit disappointed with like the decoration of it. I feel like it could be something a little bit more interesting, but it's still useful. Alright you guys, that was everything in the very mysterious mystery box. Yeah, I had no idea what this was, what we were getting into, what was in here. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought there were some pretty cool items inside of here. But anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would not mind. It would mean the absolute world to me, and I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!